Hi there, thank you for joining me today for this image transfer video. What I'm using here today are a few different items. I printed an image onto a regular piece of paper with my computer, and I used a high quality image. I just switched the quality of the image from standard to high on my printer. It's an inkjet printer, and I just thought this image was really cute and I wanted to transfer it onto this rock here. It's a regular piece of paper that I'm using, and I used Mod Podge matte gel medium. I used white acrylic paint and a rock and some paint, or a paintbrush and some water. And basically all I did was I painted the base image, or the base of my rock, white. A couple of coats, I let it dry, and then after I printed my image, I let that dry, my image dry, and what I did was I took my paintbrush, a different paintbrush, and I just took some matte gel medium from Mod Podge, and I coated my image with that directly onto the image. And that's a clear, this comes out clear, so you won't really see it, so you have to give it a good coat. But after that, I took my rock, which was already painted white, but I put another coat of white paint, acrylic paint, such as this one. You can get them at any craft store or online, and I'll link them below where you can purchase. And I just put another coat of white paint on my rock, and while that was wet and my Mod Podge was still wet on my image, I turned it upside down and I just rubbed it into the rock surface. And once it was secure, you know, it was still a little wet, but I just took my hand and I just went over it and pushed the paint basically into the white, or I took the ink from the picture basically from the opposite side, from the face down part, and I just burnished it with my fingers very lightly, but you know, with enough push to sort of secure the ink into the white paint as it was drying. And then after that I let it dry, and at this point I've already gone over it a couple of times with this step, but I've taken some clean water and I've just gone over my image again, and as you can see, the image is coming through. The ink is being transferred onto the rock itself. And once, you know, when it's wet like this, you can't really push on it too hard because you might roll the paper right off. But paper comes in a lot of different layers, and as you can see, I've already rolled off part of it, or peeled part of it off, and it's coming out quite nice. So you can sort of see it's too early to do this part. So I'll do this part in the next video where I've let this dry a couple of times, and wet it and let it dry a couple of times. You can't peel off the paper when it's too wet, so you have to wait, be patient, and do this step with the water and letting it dry about 5 to 7 times, maybe even 10 times, to get a good transfer. Okay, well, thank you for joining me today. Please like and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you here for the next video. Thank you. Take care.